Imagine thinking that everything is perfect only for him to vanish into thin air.
Why do men ghost women they claim to love? Today we are talking about something that drives women. I mean, every woman.
Frustrated.
Yes, we're talking about ghosting.
Ghosting is when someone suddenly cuts off all communication without any explanation. It can leave you feeling confused, hurt, and questioning everything. But why would a man ghost a woman he claims he likes?
Have you experienced that as a woman? How did you feel? And if you're a man here, have you ghosted any lady? I know I'm not judging you. It might not be your fault. Maybe something happened along the line, you know, and you had no option but to ghost. It's still okay. We understand. So if you're a man here and you have ghosted any lady, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And as a lady, have you been ghosted? I also love to hear from you in the comments. You know, as a woman, you meet a guy and the vibe is so great. He says all the right things and he claims to even like you. Then, boom, one day, he disappears like a magician. No calls, no text, nothing. So the question now is, why do men ghost women they say they like?
Welcome to Relationship Revelations, your space for real talk on relationships, love, and personal growth. My name is Peace, and I am your coach on this channel.
So today we are going to unpack the truth behind ghosting and what it actually means. I'll be starting with this hard pill. You know, sometimes he just wasn't into you. I know it hurts. But here's one thing, men can say they like you, enjoy spending time with you, and still not see a future with you. You know, instead of being upfront, they take the easy way out, and that is ghosting. The truth is that it's not about you being enough, it's about him not being mature enough to communicate honestly. Then another reason why men tend to ghost ladies they like is fear of commitment. Some men likes the idea of having a good woman in their life, but when things start getting serious, they panic. Commitment feels like pressure to them. So instead of facing their fears, what do? They run quietly. You know, it's actually not fair, but the truth is that such things do happen. And also remember that a man who ghosts because of fear of commitment is not ready for the kind of love you deserve.
But why would a man ghost a woman he claims he likes? One of the reasons for ghosting could be fear of confrontation. Some men struggle with confrontation. Instead of having difficult conversations about how they feel, they choose the easier route, disappearing. It's not that they don't care, they just don't know how to express their emotions properly. Another reason for ghosting could be loss of interest. Harsh as it may sound, sometimes a man realizes he's no longer invested in the relationship. Instead of addressing it maturely, he opts to avoid the awkwardness and silently exits. Another reason why men tend to ghost the woman or the women they like could be emotional immaturity. Ghosting often stems from emotional immaturity. A man who hasn't learned how to navigate relationships may think that ghosting is a harmless way to end things without realizing the emotional toil it takes on the other person. Also, a man may be overwhelmed by expectations, reason why he ghosts the woman he says he likes or loves. Love comes with responsibilities, and for some men, these expectations can feel overwhelming. If he feels he can't meet your needs or handle the pressure, he might withdraw completely. Also, another reason could be fear of vulnerability. Opening up and being vulnerable can be scary, especially for men who aren't used to expressing emotions. When the relationship starts to require deeper emotional connection, he might feel too exposed and decide to retreat.
So now let's get real. Sometimes men ghost because there is someone else in the picture. Are you surprised? Yes. That could be another reason why you were ghosted. Maybe he was dating multiple ladies and decided to pursue one. Instead of being honest about it, what does he do? He just disappears, leaving you with questions and self doubt. That's so sad. But I want you to listen to me today. It's not your fault. Believe me. You didn't do anything wrong. And his inability to communicate says a lot about him than it does about you. So, the final reason I'll be giving why men ghost ladies they like is emotional unavailability. Some men like the fun part of dating, texting, hanging out, but they are not ready for something deeper. When they begin to feel emotions they can't handle, they pull back and just disappear. Ghosting is their way of avoiding responsibility for the emotional mess they leave behind. So the question now is, what should you do if you have been ghosted?
Don't blame yourself. It's easy to internalize the pain and think you did something wrong. But remember, ghosting is a reflection of the other person's issues, not your worth. Allow yourself to grieve. Losing someone without closure can be hard. Give yourself permission to feel the emotions: anger, sadness, confusion, before moving forward. Don't seek closure from the ghoster. Trying to chase answers from someone who ghosted you will only reopen old wounds. Closure comes from within, not from the person who left.
I'll tell you three things you should do if you have been ghosted. And I'm talking to you from a place of experience. Yes, I have once upon a time been ghosted also, and I did these three things. And believe me, I was very good and okay. The first thing to do is do not chase him. If he left without a word, let him go, sis. The next thing is do not blame yourself. His actions are a reflection of who he is, and nothing is wrong with you. The third thing is focus on you, focus on yourself. Heal, grow, and keep your heart open for someone who knows how to treat you right.
Focus on self-love. Turn the focus back to yourself. Use this time to reconnect with your passions, build your confidence, and surround yourself with supportive people.
And believe me, sis, you will be okay. Ghosting is hurtful, I know. But the truth is that sometimes it could be a blessing in disguise. It saves you from wasting time on someone who doesn't value communication or respect.
Ghosting says more about the ghoster than it does about you. It's painful, but it's also a reminder to value yourself and only invest in people who respect you and communicate openly. Remember, you deserve someone who stays, not someone who vanishes.
So, sis, at the end of the day, you deserve a man who is consistent, communicative, and mature enough to handle a relationship. Ghosting isn't about you, it's about him. Again, tell me in the comments, have you been ghosted? How did you handle it? I want to hear your stories and your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest conversations about love and relationships. Until next time, remember, a man who values you will never ghost you. See you soon.